Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this, the third in our series of local history shows with myself and, of course, David Sawyer. Can I say hello, David?
Good afternoon, Chris. Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see you all.
Now we're moving into unknown territory a little bit today because we're not together as we have been in the last few weeks. David is back at his place, and I'm all the way over in Budapest on a rather dodgy line with a dodgy picture. But that's not to worry because David's going to be heading most of this up today because the show is all about cinemas. And you've been doing a bit of research, David, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I've been looking through history books of Watford and discovered that at one stage we've had up to 7 cinemas in Watford itself. This is without talking about the multiplex down at Woodside and the new one that's going to be coming into the Interview Centre. And it's quite surprising that here in North Watford, at least, we had 2 cinemas, whereas we've now got to none. But it's just nice to see that some of the buildings are still there, well, at least one, which is in Merton Road, which was the old ABC, later to become the Cannon. Now, we've got some pictures. I don't know if our technology is going to be able to go through them.
Well, we're going to give it a go. I was just talking to someone the other day about cinemas, and of course, home cinema and Netflix is really giving well, first of all, it gave video hire a bashing. And now, of course, it's giving cinema another bashing. So we went through a period where cinemas were incredibly popular, and then TV kicked in, almost like killed a video, killed the cinemas. And now we're getting to a situation where on-demand TV and the ability to have massive screens and surround sound in your home is giving the cinemas another bashing. So, what's your opinion on that, Dave?
Well, I think it goes in cycles. Yes, you're right that video killed a lot of television and cinema, and DVDs exactly the same. But there must be something out there for the general public. For here in Watford, we're building another brand new multiplex cinema in the Interview Centre. So without that sort of investment, or with that sort of investment, you would think they've actually researched the marketplace to say, yes, there is a need for it.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going on historical stuff, they wouldn't be wrong, but I'm just wondering whether they've read it right, because cinemas are apparently taking a bit of a bath at the moment. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about history, not the future. So hang on a minute. I'm going to put these pictures up for you to talk us through. All right, so hold on there for a sec. I should be able to bring you online. Hang on a sec.
Right, what we have here is the ABC Cinema in Merton Road. So I say that later became renamed the Cannon Cinema. The cinema itself has gone, but the building is still there. It has another use. I'm not sure what it is at the moment.
So where is that exactly? Where is Merton Road then? Where is that?
Merton Road goes into Cassio Road, so bottom of Market Street.
Oh, that's the old Empire, isn't it?
Well, say ABC and Cannon.
But that was called the Flea Pit, wasn't it?
It was called the Flea Pit, yes, and I can actually remember going there once and seeing a film. I can't remember what the film was, but
well, I'm going to tell you something now. The first film I ever went to see at the movies, right, was Jaws.
Right.
And I went to see it there. Yeah. So there's a bit of history for you. We had to queue right round the block.
I know, it's incredible.
And that's now actually hairdressers.
Hairdressers now, is it?
Yeah. I think it's a male hairdressing salon.
It's rather large for a hairdressing salon.
Well, I'm sure there are other things going on out the back. I don't know.
Yes, I'll go into that.
Yeah. Now, I've just flicked up the screen now. I can see this. I don't know whether it's got to you yet, but there's Central Hall pictures.
Not got to me just as yet.
Okay.
If you've got a central hall was used as a cinema back in 1928, and then it was revamped and they brought in sound projection equipment and installed, and they renamed it the Regal. And this was in King Street, which of course later on became Mecca Bingo, and has only just recently fell into disuse.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a really strange looking building. I'm sure
they revamped it altogether because say that sort of building doesn't exist in King Street now, as we know it.
Yeah. Have you still not got it yet?
No, still not come up on mine.
Okay. I don't know what I've got to do to make it come up, but let's have a look. Do a bit of a. Still not got it.
No. Our technology's letting us down a little bit here today.
All right. Okay. Well,
it's come up. We've got it now. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, the picture's Central Hall.
Okay. There you go.
So the building looks very sort of Victorian style, but it was basically used originally just as a central hall, and they then brought in cinema to it. I think probably one of the earlier ones in Watford.
Yeah.
And then it was changed, revamped. So brought in at the time of presumably something like the Jazz Singer when the Talkies came out, that they had to put in sound protection equipment, and they renamed it the Regal.
Well, I've never seen that building, so that's a new one for me. And I've now moved this forward to the plaza. Now, that's obviously not come up yet for you, but we'll talk about it very briefly.
Yeah, no, I've got that now.
Okay.
This was originally called the Colosseum.
Right.
And it's in St Albans Road. Now, quite where in St Albans Road, I can't quite place it. It suits to be somewhere near the railway bridge, considering that
Is that where that tyre company is now?
It could well be. It looks that sort of Art Deco type building, doesn't it?
Yeah, but if that was there,
the road then going down to where the old railway club was. So
yeah, but that tyre building is quite an old building as well. So you'd have thought that they wouldn't have knocked down that plaza and built something which looks quite similar to that.
No, I mean, it could well be where one of the pubs is now, the George or the Dunnings, opposite where home base was.
Yeah.
We're in that sort of area, and the road off the left could be something like Bedford Road.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see if we put this up to see whether someone can actually place where it is.
Absolutely. So it started off as the Colosseum and became renamed the Plaza.
Right.
And we had two plazas in Watford at one stage. One, I think we have a picture of the other one coming up at one time with big crowds outside.
Yeah, so this one would have been servicing what, all the people in Leavesden Road and all the terrace housing around there.
Yeah, sort of Callowlands area.
Right.
Watford.
Interesting. Okay, so I've now moved us on to the next one, which is actually don't know what the date of this picture is, but this is the we're outside the Palace Theatre.
Outside the Palace Theatre.
Yeah, so if we wait for that.
Wait for that one to come up so I can.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, obviously the Palace Theatre's been there for some time now.
It has, and we used to have actually. If I remember rightly, outside there was also a skating rink next door to the Palace Theatre. So it could be where the cinema became a skating rink, or the other way around, a skating rink became the theatre, because at one stage ice skating was very big in this country.
Yeah.
I think it followed some of the Ziegfeld Follies type films, a lot of stuff that Ziegfeld did with all the dance movements, and he had a female lead there that was an Olympic ice skater, I believe.
Right.
But, so it could be that. But yeah, you're right. That is right next to the Palace Theatre, and that building is now completely gone. There's an office block in its place there.
So you can see that picture now, can you?
I'm actually looking at it on another medium.
Oh, right. Okay. It's not on the.
Now I can actually talk to you about it from there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that building, which is quite an interesting looking building, actually.
It is, isn't it? I mean, the Palace Theatre looks somewhat similar to it still is today.
Yeah.
And of course, they've shown films there as well before now.
Well, they do show them now, don't they?
They do, yeah.
So at this time when this was taken,
Oh yeah, I've got it now.
Where this one was taken, of course, you can see there's the far left-hand side. There's like just some kind of side entrance, or something. That's all gone now because that's Clarendon Road. I would have thought by then.
Well, it's right. Yeah, right on that corner now is an office block.
Yeah.
So that would have been done away with, and the office block done. Looking the other side of the Palace Theatre looks somewhat similar to it is today. The buildings there, they look very similar.
Yeah, although the shop fronts obviously are very.
The shop fronts would have changed in that. You've got, I think, right next to the Palace Theatre, you've got Ari's Chip Bar or kebab place. Right. Now come on to this one, which is.
Have you got that one?
I've got the next one, yeah.
Good.
Which is, I believe, the Gaumont, which was in the parade in Watford.
Ah, so was that where
Riley's snooker hall is now.
I was going to say.
Yeah. When you remembered the one in Merton Road, the ABC or the Cannon there, and you queued up for Jaws. My wife and I queued up here to see the first Star Wars film.
No way.
Yeah. Where we saw the first Star Wars film.
Same type of time as Jaws.
Yeah, similar sort of time, because I mean, Star Wars, we're blessed, of course, that was filmed up at Leavesden.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing another one up there now at the moment. But
I like the idea of this one that's on show here, The Perfect Woman.
Yeah. So we've got again great stuff here in Watford that I can remember the building. And this building is no longer there.
No.
So
I tell you what, though, there are some buildings in Watford that look like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's of its time, isn't it, in that respect? That you're talking there sort of probably what, 40s, 50s, something like that?
Well, at least when they built it, yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah. I say again, The Perfect Woman, Patricia Rock.
Yeah.
But then again, Dragonwyck with Vincent Price, Gene Tierney. Some good names there from the past that ring a bell. It's like watching the evening comedies on television at the moment, which brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah. So I've moved us on now to the Odeon in North Watford.
The Odeon. Let's have a look where we are. The Odeon in North Watford. This was at the junction of Bushymoor Lane and St Albans Road.
The one at TV show Walsh
Losing sound, Chris.
Sorry, you there, David?
Yeah, I'm still here, Chris. It's all right. Sorry.
So did you have you got Odeon on the screen there now?
No, I've not got it on the screen yet. I've got my copy. Odeon, North Watford, junction of Bushymoor Lane and St Albans Road, actually in the St Albans Road. After it was a cinema, it became a supermarket, and today it's a block of flats.
What?
But
well, yeah, wasn't it Waitrose or something?
I think it was a Waitrose, yeah, after it became a cinema. As you can see, that you've got the poster there.
Mm.
The next next picture is actually of the cinema itself. As you can see, it was opened by His Worship the Mayor with the first Battalion of the Royal Scots Guards, which was quite something. Get them out here to Watford to open a cinema. Must have been something significant in there. But again, another sort of deco-ish or late deco looking building for the cinema.
Yeah.
Kids queuing up. Could well be a Saturday morning for Saturday morning matinees and cartoons, as we used to have in those.
I think I used to go there as a child into that cinema for the morning matinee, and my parents used to go to the shops.
Well, you never know. You could be one of these little children queuing up at the cinema.
Could well be, yeah. Can you see it there now? Is a picture on the screen? Or?
No, I'm still on screen with the poster.
Oh, okay. So we'll wait for that to come through. But yeah, obviously the technology here is a bit lacking. But
we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah. I don't remember it being that big as a building, to be fair. But it's up near Asda's, isn't it? That one.
It's going that way. Say it's right opposite the junction of Bushy Mill Lane.
Yeah, opposite that. Yeah.
And so there is now it's a block of flats.
Yeah, and isn't there a pub there as well?
There's a sports bar type thing. Is it the Wishing Well or something of that ilk?
Yeah.
So they have a few tribute bands on up there.
Okay, so that's the Odeon, which has not appeared, but let's go on to the next one. So the next one is the Mickey Mouse Club at the Odeon Cinema in Watford.
Yeah, and this is the Odeon, which is now Oceana.
Really?
Yeah, because you can just see in the foreground the railings around the pond.
So it wasn't. Was this just downstairs then? Because I thought upstairs was a dance hall.
Well, it's got to be downstairs. It's actually showing Cebu by the look of this. But that's definitely the pond, and it's on that corner of Albert Road.
Yeah.
And queuing up along the parade there. I mean, Mickey Mouse Club. There's a lot of members there. I mean, I wasn't a member myself. Were you?
No, I don't remember being a member of that. No. So what have you got on the screen now? Have you still got?
I've got it on the screen now.
Oh, okay, fine. So that's okay. So that's quite interesting. That's an old picture though. I don't know what year that would have been.
No, I think this one also changed names. If you look next door, you've got the Plaza Cafe.
Yeah.
We've got another picture coming up of it. I think that shows the full front of it. There we go, the Odeon. Right. And that, as you can see, right on the corner, so it does go right up. But you could find possibly, because Oceana itself is a massive inside as well. You could probably find somewhere inside that there was room for a dance studio.
Yeah, it's very fascinating.
I mean, there used to be lots of dance studios all over the place. I know I used to go to one in Uxbridge at one time, which was again above a cinema.
Yeah,
could well be in that respect. So again, you can see the frontage is just the same as where they're queuing there for the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah,
it did change its name, I think, from Odeon to Plaza, or Plaza to Odeon. I should think probably from Plaza to Odeon, really, thinking about it, because Odeon was a bigger chain of cinemas.
Interesting stuff. Yeah. So
what we have, I have a list here of 6 cinemas in Watford. North Watford, the Odeon; North Watford, the Plaza; the Odeon up by the pond; the Gaumont in the Parade; the Regal in King Street; and the Empire in Merton Road. We were spoilt for cinemas then, and they weren't small screen cinemas. I mean, these were large auditorium. So it's, I suppose the multiplexes are the same sort of thing as having 6 cinemas, but they're all in one place, and you could go to each one quite easily to select the film, as opposed to travelling around the area to find the cinema showing the film you want.
Yeah, interesting stuff, isn't it? I do remember some of those, but not all of them. So fascinating stuff. All right, well, that's a trip down memory lane there, isn't it, for cinema goers?
There should be a lot of people out there that have got memories of at least some of these cinemas, same as you and I have. And there might be people even older than me, who knows, out there that remember even more of them. So it could well be one of those things that we can introduce more people into the history of Watford and the sightings of the cinemas, and perhaps the one that we were looking at, the one in North Watford, that we were trying to place the plaza, I think it was, which so later changed its name from the Coliseum to the plaza. So if someone out there can actually recognise exactly where this was, and get in touch with either Chris or myself and let us know, and we can tell all the viewers later on exactly what and where it was.
Fabulous. Okay. So what are we going to do next time then, David? Are we gonna leave the viewers in suspenders, or?
Well, we might well continue the entertainment thing through nightclubs, dance halls, whatever used to be going on in Watford that is not there now. I mean, I can, for one, remember the New Penny in King Street, which is now part of the Into Centre, and we had a few other bits and pieces around there which might jog people's memories.
Okay, good stuff. All right, well, thanks for doing that research in the last week. Sorry for the poor quality of my transmission today.
Can't be helped. Can't be helped. You'll be back here for the next one.
Yeah, we might be in the end. I'll be at my place. You'll be at your place, but we'll both have a decent connection one day.
Indeed. Excellent.
All right. All right. Well, I'll say cheerio now, and I'll see you later in the week.
Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, no problem.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow night, actually. No, not tomorrow night, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. What time?
I think it's about 8ish, but I'll message you.
Send me a message. Lovely. Thanks a lot. Yeah, will do.
All right. Okay, so thank you for watching. That has been the history show for this week. And as David said, in a couple of weeks' time, which will be what will it be? It will be the 17th. We'll be talking about more history of Watford. So see you all then. Cheers for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.